Energy Upgrade California. Small home improvements that save you big money on energy. Like the Yee family. After moving into a beautiful Craftsman home, they discovered
it's a very old house. While there's a lot of character and really good quality workmanship, it wasn't really built for some of the comfort expectations we have today.
Well, definitely in the summers, our house gets unbearably hot.
In the winters, it's freezing. We only get heat in certain places, and I know that it's very imbalanced.
bad air circulation, which can impact your health.
Our younger son has asthma.
And in the winters, we've had a couple scares where we've had to take him to the emergency room. And it was because I think our air quality wasn't very good in the house.
And don't forget the rising cost of energy.
I work in finance, and I look at our monthly PG&E bills, and I know I can reduce those costs, especially during the winter.
Time to call a specialist.
Hi, I'm Ori with Advanced Home Energy. So Paul, one of the first things we'd love to do is come in and do an energy assessment of your home. They'll bring all the diagnostic equipment, and we'll look at all the areas of the home that are potential opportunities for making the home more energy efficient. We can provide services such as attic insulation upgrades, air draft sealing, duct sealing, window retrofits, and any number of services where you have the most cost-effective return for your investment.
Not only that, there's money available to help pay for it.
Local utilities, local governments, both cities and counties, are all providing money back in rebates.
You can get up to $4,000 in rebates and even more in some counties. That convinced the Yees to move forward.
Paul, we're up here in your attic, and as you can see for yourself, you don't have any attic insulation, so no wonder you're a little uncomfortable inside the home.
Luckily, there was an easy solution.
So what we'll do first is we'll go around and we'll seal all the little cracks that we can find to make sure that we're doing our air draft sealing correctly. And then we're going to insulate this entire attic with a blown-in cellulose product. And the insulation will come up to about 10 inches or so and create a complete blanket over this entire attic. You are going to be so much more comfortable when we're done. So Paul, here we are at your furnace and your duct system. If the furnace is the heart, the duct system is like the arteries. Our HVAC technicians are going to come in and they're going to pressurize this duct system and find the areas where there's leakage. I can see some evidence right here. Basically, you have your fiberglass acting as a filter and it's sucking in dust into the system. That tells me when they pull off this fiberglass, we're going to see a hole behind that.
And that was the small leak. Check this out.
It looks to be a broken duct right here.
So sure enough, it looked like your duct system is leaking about 50%. For every dollar that you're spending on your heating bill, 50 cents is going into your crawl space.
Just by fixing their ducts, the Yees will save a lot of money.
Paul, here we are at your water heater. You'll see that it's not insulated. And if you put your hand here, you can actually feel that it's a little warm. We don't want to feel any heat. That's basically heat that's radiating out into this cold space. So one of the things we'll do is we'll wrap this water heater with a water heater blanket. The other area where we see a lot of potential for improvement is here on your pipes. We can put on pipe insulation to make sure that when the water is running through your pipes, it's not cooling down.
But the upgrade isn't just to save energy, it's to save water as well. And this is one of the easiest fixes you can make.
So here's the shower head that you have. It's 3 gallons per minute. It's using an awful lot of water. We're going to install a new Evolve shower head, half the water of that, but it still has a great pressure. I have one of these at home. So Paul, part of the Energy Upgrade California service is that we'll test for safety issues in the home and address any that we found. We already tested on the water heater and found that we had some spillage of gases coming into the house. We're going to repair that. In our further inspection, though, we noticed that there's water dripping from the pump down onto this electric box, which is not good. It's a hazard. So we'll tighten that up, and just to be double sure, we're going to move this over to the side of the furnace to make sure that that can't happen again.
Great.
And then just finally, as a precautionary measure, notice that you didn't have a carbon monoxide alarm installed. So we're going to go ahead and install this inside the home to make sure that if ever there was a problem with carbon monoxide, you'd have an alarm to keep your family safe.
Now it's time to put the energy upgrade to the test.
All right, Paul, here we are with our duct blaster.
Okay.
We are going to pressurize the duct system. And before we were at 50%, 50% duct leakage. We're now going to test out after we've done all the work and see what improvement we did. We're hoping that we got under 10%, which is what we need for our basic rebate.
All right, let's see.
Okay, fingers crossed. Gonna make some noise.
How's it look?
Looks good, looks really good. Here before we were at 50%, now we're down to 9%.
All right.
See that?
Yes.
All right, so that means
Give me a rebate.
you get your rebate, and we significantly improved your duct system.
Before the upgrade, the Yees were wasting half the energy used to heat their home. But in just one day, the contractor was able to cut that waste by more than 80%. Here's how.
We sealed and insulated your attic. Did a lot of work on your duct system. We even found a broken duct, so we replaced a whole duct run. We were able to do a number of weatherization measures, such as insulating the water heater pipes.
And all the work earned the Yees a cashback rebate.
Local utilities, local governments, both cities and counties, are all providing money up to $4,000 back for this work. And literally, we do the work, we process all the rebate paperwork, and you get a check in the mail.
A more comfortable, energy-efficient home and a generous rebate, all thanks to the energy upgrade. Now that it's been a few weeks, let's check back in and see if the energy upgrade has made a difference.
Before energy upgrade, the house, especially the upper floors, got very unbearably hot. And so far, despite some hot days, it's been very comfortable.
The insulation that they put in the attic actually is helping a lot, and we're hoping that in the winter it'll pay off in terms of keeping us warm. One of my sons has asthma and used to be a concern. I used to be really worried, and now I have more peace of mind. The airflow will be better in the winters, it won't be as stuffy, and we won't be worried about him all the time.
And then finally, energy bills. We're really excited the fact that there will be savings.
Energy Upgrade California. Small home improvements that save you big money on energy.